Y'all, Bridget Bartlett here with My Vision Agency, and today I am going to show you how you can create a easily duplicatable snapshot of the landing page that we've been working on and the workflows so that you can load this into new client accounts. Now I'm going to show you how to create the snapshot, but before we do that, we need to prepare this website for duplication. So I'm going to walk you through all of that process today using HighLevel. Now, if you've missed any of the training that we've done so far, definitely check the link in the description and you'll find the playlist for the training. But let's go ahead and dive into the builder. We have the home page and the thank you page. Before I even dive in here, I want to set up some custom values. Now, custom values are in the settings here. You'll scroll down to where you'll see custom values. And here we want to create the custom values for our hex codes. Now, what that allows us to do is put those custom values anywhere in the site or the emails or any of that, so that when we do load this into the new client account, all we need to do is fill in the data for the custom values, and then it will update everything in the account. That is really the beauty of HighLevel, and it's also the maximum duplication that you could possibly even imagine. So here, what I'm going to do is create a custom value for our primary color. So I'm going to paste that in there and then click create. The next custom value that I want to create is for the secondary color. So I'm going to click here, create new one. We'll just add secondary color and click create. Now you can call these anything that you want to. I'm trying to be consistent because for our existing users, when we're done with this, I will be sharing this with everyone. And so I want to make it easy because your existing funnels already have this option. So I wanted to make sure that the custom values are consistent with the previous snapshot. So I have my tertiary color here. So these are just the 3 brand colors that we've chosen for the client or for our own account. And what I want to do now is I want to update these with a color so that I can see when I go into the website, I can make sure that color is actually changed. So what I've done here is I have this demo brand color palette inside of Canva. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these colors here. So I'm going to make this my primary color, this blue color. And let's go back here now. I'm going to click here and we're going to paste that into the value. And I'm going to click update. Now I want to go back to the button color, which we're going to make this bright orange. Let's go back to the custom value. We'll make that the secondary color and update. And then let's grab the tertiary color, which is going to be this light blue color. Okay, and update. Now, when you create the snapshot and you load this into a new client account or another sub account that you're using, the value will not transfer, but the custom value here, it will transfer. You'll just have to go in to the custom value and then edit that. And then that's what's really cool. You can guide your clients into updating this, or you can do this yourself. And the act of updating this updates everything where these custom values live. So let's now go back to the site and let's click here to edit the site. You can see all of the branded information here, like My Vision Agency. Now, I don't want this to say My Vision Agency if I'm duplicating this. So what I want to do is actually delete that. And I'm going to hold the shift key down and then click on this curly bracket. And you can see when I do that, all of the custom values show up here. Now I want to use the account name here. So now you can see whatever sub account that this is loaded into, it's now going to auto-populate whatever that sub account location name is, meaning their business name. And you can also see when I click in here and I go to this color, you'll see that this is actually a brand color that I've chosen. And what I want to do is create a color here that is a custom value because I want this color to update as well. So I'm going to go back now to my primary color. I'm going to click here for the custom value. Let's go back in here. We've added a color. I'm just going to paste this custom value here and then click to add color. So now you can see I've added that dark blue color. Let's go ahead and add the other colors as well. So we have the secondary color. Now we want to paste the hex code there, add color. So now you can see we have that orange color. Let's go back and get the tertiary color, add a custom color, and add color. So now we have our 3 brand colors added to our color palette here. So now it's really easy for us to go through and choose which color we want this to be. So I'm going to make this the dark color. Let's click in here. Let's make this the dark color as well. And here. And let's go ahead and save. If I was going to use CSS in a website, I would not want to make it something that has to be updated like these buttons here. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to delete this CSS and save. And now you'll see everything has gone back to normal. It's not going to have that hover effect like we wanted, but it is going to be optimized for duplication. And that's really the important part that we want to focus on. Okay, so we have the text up here that is a custom value. Let's click here in the button and let's change that to a custom value color that we have. And remember, we determined that our button color is going to be this color here. So let's go through and let's make sure to change all of this orange color to our button color that we've created for this demo brand. Okay, so let's go ahead and change this down here as well because it does say My Vision Agency. We want to make sure that it is the custom value and says whatever the business name is. So I'm going to hold the Shift key down and click that curly bracket again. And let's go ahead and choose account name. We also want to do that down here. We're going to choose account name. And you'll see this says 2025, and that's fine because it is 2025, but we probably want to put the actual year so we don't have to update this every year. So I'm going to hold Shift down, click the curly bracket, and now we're going to go to right now. And if you scroll down, you'll see year. And now we've put that custom value. So when the year changes, it will also change there in the footer as well. Now, we probably want to change this color because it's not a brand color. So I'm going to click in the background there and let's change it to maybe this dark color. All right, now most of our text is black, so we don't necessarily need to worry about that, but maybe we want to change these icons here. All we need to do is go into the color of the icon right here, and then we just want to make this a brand color that we have tied to a custom value. So I'm going to click in all of these and change these. Okay, well, maybe we even want to change the background here to our tertiary color. And we can change these as well. Okay, we probably want to change this background too because it's purple. So let's just change that to this dark blue color. And you can see very quickly we just customized this website with a completely different brand based on those hex codes. Okay, now let's go up here. And you'll see that we have My Vision Agency here as well. So we definitely want to make sure to go through all of these and update with the custom value for the location. And let's double check My Vision Agency here. And we also want to make sure that we check every aspect of the website. So let's go to the SEO data. And you can see here that we do have a vision image. So we would obviously want to swap that out. And maybe I just want to leave that blank. And save. All right, now you can go through here and you can make any customizations that you want other than that. But I really want to show you now how you can create a snapshot and duplicate this entire system and then quickly rebrand it for your client. Let's make sure to also go through the mobile view because remember we did create different sections here for the website. So we want to make sure that the mobile sections that are not available on desktop have been updated as well. So let's just scroll through here, make sure to get our buttons and all of that updated. Okay, all good. Let's save one more time. Of course, we want to check that thank you page. And everything has been updated because this was a global footer, so we don't need to update that anymore. Let's go back here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go into the automations because this will duplicate as well when we create the snapshot. So you'll see the form is duplicated as well. We are granting access to the test group. And we have an email going out here, and we don't need to update anything here because it's already using custom values. We don't need to update the note or the tag, and the tag will transfer in the snapshot as well. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create a snapshot of this account. The first thing that we want to do is we want to go into the HighLevel admin account. So you'll see here we have different settings. You have account snapshots. You want to go into the admin account and we're going to create a snapshot. So I'm going to call this website project and let's choose the sub account, which is also called website project. Now this is the sub account that we are creating a snapshot from. So everything that is in that sub account is going to be created in the snapshot. So if you have assets that you want to create a snapshot of, and they are part of your normal account with all of your assets and everything else that you do for your business, you want to make sure that you transfer that to a blank account so that when you create the snapshot, it only has the relevant information that you want in it. So I'm choosing the website project sub account that I created for this series, and we're going to call it website project, and I'm going to click next. Now you can see all of the different parts of this funnel. You can see we have custom fields, we have custom values, the dashboards, all of those things. And I want to choose what I'm going to add to this snapshot. Now, typically, I would suggest select all because if you don't add something, you might miss something that's really important. Okay, so I'm going to say select all and proceed. And now it is creating that snapshot. Now I'm going to put in website project here, and you can see that is the snapshot. I'm just trying to hide other snapshots so that I don't have to blur it out here. So you can see it's actually being generated. Now, if I wanted to create a new sub account using this snapshot, I could click here to create a new account. I could also refresh the snapshot. So if I've made changes to it and I want to update the snapshot, I want to refresh it to make sure it has the most current option. And then I can also click here and push the new updates to existing accounts that already have the snapshot. Now, I will say, be careful when doing this because you certainly don't want to override any assets that your clients are already using in their existing snapshots. So just be cautious when you are pushing updates to client accounts with that snapshot. Now, you also can click the three dots here. You can edit the snapshot name. You can also copy the snapshot ID. You can share the snapshot, and you can even view the history and delete it. If you want to share the snapshot, you can click here and you'll see you can get a permanent link. You can get a one-time share link. You can email the share link. You can get an agency restricted link, get a sub-account restricted link, or even get a marketplace share link here. Now, most of us will just get a permanent link and click here to get the link to the snapshot. Once you create the snapshot link, you can open up the incognito window to see what happens when you share the link. And if you open it up here, you'll see that it looks like a HighLevel trial. And that's because I'm not logged in to my HighLevel account. And you need to be logged into app.gohighlevel.com, not your white label brand. Or you could click here and then log in to HighLevel. And when you transfer that snapshot, it shows up in your imported snapshots. And then you have the ability to do all the things I'm getting ready to show you. Now, if I wanted to create a new account, like I said, I could click here. I could go through the steps of creating a new account, or I could load this into an existing account. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So if you go into the account, you can first go to these sub accounts here, and you'll see I have some demo accounts. If I click in here and I go to Manage Client, to Actions, I can load the snapshot here. And I just want to choose from the drop-down menu the snapshot that I want to load. Now, in this case, my snapshot. I own it, and it's called website project. If I imported this, it would say imported website project. Okay, because that's what we named the snapshot. So I'm going to click that and click proceed. And then you'll see it's showing me all the different parts of the snapshot and asking me if I want to load it. If I want to skip any of these sections, of course, I can click skip. I can skip all of them, or I can select all of them. I could also go through here and I could choose from the different elements what I want to load or skip. I'm going to say select all, and really that's what you should do to make sure that you're not missing any vital parts of the snapshot, and I'm going to click proceed. Now you can see that it's not finding any conflicts. If it did, it would show them here, and then you can decide, do you want to override that, or do you want to go ahead and proceed? So I'm going to go ahead and proceed to load the snapshot into the account. Now what I want to do is go into the sub account. Now let's go into sites, and you'll see here is our funnel that we created. Now, if we look at this right now, you'll see that there are really no colors or anything. We're missing a lot of things. So what we need to do is we need to go into the settings, custom values, and you'll see, because this was an existing account, we have other custom values in here that we've been using. So what we want to do is make sure to choose the right custom values, and let's add those colors there. So we're going to choose the one that says custom values color underscore primary. So custom values primary underscore color. Okay, so it's the ones that are not filled out. Let's go ahead and click here. And let's add that custom value there. Let's get the secondary color. Click here, edit custom value. Now, of course, if this was a blank account that you loaded this into, you would not have several of these custom values. I just loaded this into an existing account. Let's get the last custom value here. All right, now let's go back to our website and let's open this up. And now you can see it's been completely filled out here with all of the custom values or all of the brand colors that we've created. You'll also see down here, we have coaching system demo. It's actually taken up 2 lines because it was a pretty long name. But you can also see we have coaching system demo because that's the name of the sub account, and that will replace everywhere we put that custom value. Now let's do a little experiment. Let's go back to the settings here, and let's go back to the custom values, and let's change those colors so that it updates, and you can see how easy that is. Now I do have this color palette here, so I just want to swap out those hex codes with these new colors to see what it looks like. So I'm going to take this, is going to be my primary color. Let's go back here. And we're going to choose this one. This is our primary. And let's choose the secondary color. We'll make this color here because we definitely want to tell the difference. Put that in the secondary. And then we need our last color, which we'll choose this one. So now we've updated the hex codes. Let's wait till it actually updates. Go back to the website. Now let's refresh. And now you can see all of the colors have been changed with the new brand colors. I hope you see the power and duplication with HighLevel. There's so many other things that we can do. We are really just hitting the tip of the iceberg. If you have any questions, you can go into the event calendar inside of our community. If you're a reseller, you want to click on today's date, you can join me in open office hours. If you're in our free community, you can go to that event calendar. You can also join us there as well. If you're not a member of our free community or our reseller program, you can go to myvisionagency.com. You can sign up here for the free community. If you're not a HighLevel customer yet and you would like to sign up, you can use my affiliate link here and you'll actually get a free membership in our reseller program. If you're a current HighLevel customer and you would like to join our reseller program, you can sign up directly here. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you in open office hours. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.